Hi, my name's Kath and we're looking at John chapter 4 verses 43 to 54. I grew up in Gloucestershire, and a place we used to go as a family on walks quite regularly was Crickley Hill, which is an amazing place. It's got incredible views, and it's also the site of an Iron Age settlement. Now there's no buildings or anything left anymore, but where they've done the excavations, they've left these round concrete coloured markers, like circles, on the floor to mark where the buildings were. And as a child, these markers were so fun. We had an amazing time running and jumping and making up games amongst these markers. And as well as the markers, there's also a big sign explaining what the markers are all about and explaining some stuff about Iron Age settlements. And I'm sure the sign's great, and I'm sure one day when I get to go back there after all this is over, I'll find the sign really interesting. I'll get a lot from it. But as a child, it just looked like to me that the grown-ups who were reading the sign weren't having fun on the hill. They weren't having fun with the markers because they were too busy reading the sign. They missed out on the fun that was to be had because they were distracted by the sign. And in John's Gospels, we see Jesus do a number of amazing, miraculous signs. This is the second, where he heals a Roman official's son. But there's a danger for the people that Jesus meets that they get carried away by the signs and miss out on what the signs are all about. The signs are all about the fun to be had with Jesus, knowing Jesus personally, having a close relationship with God, being fully alive with Jesus. In verse 48, Jesus challenges the people in Cana. Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will never believe. It's not just about the signs. It inspires the Roman official to ask even more earnestly for him to heal his son. And Jesus does heal him. But not only that, in verse 53, John writes, he, the Roman official, and his whole household believed. This wasn't just about one sign. This was about a whole household coming to believe in God, coming into relationship with God because of what Jesus did. The signs are not the end of the story. The amazing things that Jesus does in the Bible, in my life, in your life, they're to show us that there's more fun to be had. They're to show us about the joy and the freedom and the healing, the reconciliation that can come from knowing God and having God close to us. So today I wonder what we're praying for. Are we praying for God to do amazing signs? I hope so. Let's pray those prayers, the stuff we want God to change in our lives at the moment. But let's not make those signs, those answers to prayer, the end of the story. Let's also remember that alongside the miracle, there's more fun to be had. Let's also pray that we'd know Jesus in this season, that we'd have stronger faith in this season, that we'd know his presence with us. There's more fun to be had. Let's join in.